dressed as a woman to steal a chihuahua at Uncle Bill's pet center.
Uncle Bill's. You see a lot of funny people at Uncle Bill's, but to dress as a woman to steal an animal, living animal, is a little bit odd.
Well, since it made news, he didn't get away with it, but if he would gotten away with it, it would have been ingenious. A child with a lighter accidentally starts a fire at an apartment on the northwest side.
That happens too much.
My opinion is, why does this child have a lighter?
Personally, I collect lighters. Anywhere I go, vacation, long drive, I'll collect a lighter from it if I go to a different state. So, I mean, kids with lighters, it's something all they have to do is reach into the pantry and get the lighter.
But did your mom say it's okay for you to play with a lighter when you were little, you know?
She bought them for me.
Come here, little Johnny. Here's a match for you. Come light the whole apartment on fire. Yeah, no, that's not okay to give a child. No.
Joshua Slagle, a 41-year-old man, was arrested in Beverly, New York. I have no idea. Any idea at all? Not one. Well, I'll give you a hint. He was stealing something. Any idea? TV. That is incorrect. He was stealing dentures. Joshua Slagle was arrested for stealing dentures.
First one is 8 mail processing centers are set to close down.
And a mail processing center means
where the mail goes in and it's filtered and goes to the certain designated places.
I see. Alright, so if 4 mail processing centers are going to be shut down, that means your weekly mail is going to take longer. So instead of getting mail about a week after it's sent, you'll probably get it, what would you say, closer to a week and a half?
Yeah, I mean, it's this one actually. It's just a reflection on our economy, I think, of how much they're in debt, which causes us to have a backup. But then you have to realize how much mail you're sending. It's usually just bills. It's not like you're handwriting your Aunt Susie in Canada anymore.
It could be.
And then boys ages 11 to 15 face burglary charges.
Well, there's a lot of stuff happening in Peppermint nowadays. Burglary, unfortunately, not any different. Was this the story where the boys broke into the house that they thought was empty?
Yeah. And I think it's pretty ridiculous, ages 11 to 15. Like, what could honestly possess an 11-year-old to think, hey, it's a good idea to go break into somebody that's let's do it. That's an awesome idea.
Unfortunately, it happens. That's what happened to my aunt and uncle last year, is the mastermind of the operation was actually a hostage situation. He was only 16 years old. And he was the driver, and the oldest child there was our age, well, my age, 17.
We like the rest of the dance, right?
Wow.
But unfortunately, crime is getting younger and younger.
That's unfortunate.
Alright, so what Indiana University had to clean out 4 dormitories in February? Why did they have to? You have no idea at all. Yes. Not even a guess. Just take a guess. Wrong. The answer is Huntington University, and they did it because of head lice. Yeah.
So, U.S. T.J. Lane opens fire in an Ohio school, killing 2 and injuring several.
Another school shooting?
Yeah, like, remember that kid who went in and opened fire, and apparently it was his ex-girlfriend, her new boyfriend, who just was seeking revenge.
I see. So it was a revenge killing?
Yeah.
Was anyone killed, or?
Yeah, and he killed the girl and the guy. And he injured others, too.
Injured others?
That's unfortunate, especially when it's just you want revenge.
School shootings are becoming all too common. Kids are seeing it as life now. I mean, it used to be that something like that would be unthinkable. Now it's just an almost everyday occurrence.
And then, Janelle Porter and an accomplice kill a couple on Facebook for defriending her.
I remember that. She was a lady who had been defriended by, I believe it was an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
an ex-boyfriend befriended her from Facebook because he was angry at her, and she ended up killing him.
Apparently, either way, if you've made your ex really mad, whether boy or girl, I guess the moral of the story is you're gonna get killed, so I guess I wouldn't make anybody mad.
If Facebook means that much to you, you might need to take a step back and go your priorities a little bit better.
Alright, so who stepped down as the vice president of the Susan G. Komen after a reverse decision controversy?
I don't know.
I'll give you a hint, it's a woman. And she was in the Susan G. Komen Foundation thing.
I still don't know.
Alright, I can't really give you any hints because of the name, but the answer is Karen Handel. Karen Handel stepped down. Yeah, how does that make you feel?
We have Greece received a $170 billion bailout from European allies while in their economic crisis.
Greece has been doing pretty bad recently. I wouldn't call it like a mountain slide fall, but over time they've kind of slowly, kind of fell into the sewers. They relied too heavily on tourism. Now that everything's heating up, it's not working out so well.
Well, I guess what's going on over there is 10 times worse than our Great Depression. So I can see why they're going to have so much money for a bailout, but we didn't get a bailout when we had a Great Depression. So maybe there should be more done inside the country instead of with outside help.
The thing about that, though, is that we're not part of any unions. We're not part of anything that could be. So the European Union, they're big compilation of countries. That's why they did it. Whereas Greece, they're part of a union. We're not.
That's true, but still, the whole concept of being able to try to overcome something yourself, it goes away with creating new jobs and creating a way for people to make money. Also, prison fight in Mexico causes 44 deaths.
Like Nick said, it's becoming more of a not so hot topic with deaths in Mexico, but a prison fight. Do you know how it started?
It was just like the prisoners were rioting because of something one guard did, and everybody just got mixed up in it, and like 44 of the weakest prisoners, I guess, ended up dying, and you have to question, like, really, where were those guards? Like, why weren't they doing their job, and why were they causing trouble to begin with?
Yeah. Probably in Mexico, while they're, starting something, they probably have nothing better to do. I mean, they're probably, used to seeing all kinds of bad types coming through. They probably have to be a bit more intimidating than our guards do.
I mean, as bad as it sounds, probably somebody didn't get their drugs.
Yeah.
Alright, so the wife of an Iranian would said that Iran's goal is to do what to Israel?
An Iranian woman.
Yeah. That's what a wife is. But what was the Iranian she was married to? What occupation?
Longer pants. That's going to be a problem.
Do you know what their goal was?
To bomb Israel.
What?
Nuclear missiles.
Good job. But the Iranian she's married to was a scientist.
A nuclear scientist.
Nuclear physicist, to be specific. So yeah, you're close.
Magic Johnson is starting his own TV network for minorities.
While helpful for the minorities, I think it's kind of a little... I'm not sure what the word is.
It's ridiculous. Let's just put it
It's
that
ridiculous,
way.
yeah.
Really?
It's, I wouldn't call it racist, but it's definitely singling out particular races, not in a bad way,
I mean, let's be honest. None of us watch BET as it is, and it's a horrible network, and his TV network probably won't be much better.
No, at least it'll go quickly.
And then also, judge in the Sandusky trial allows him to visit his grandchildren.
Now, wasn't that after he was denied, and then eventually he got the right to?
Yeah, he wasn't necessarily denied by a court until he like had to go and ask for it. But yeah, let's let a child molester go and see kids.
In my opinion, what they should have done is brought everyone into, I guess it would be CPS or
Yeah.
another agency like that, with an armed guard on duty. That way, if he did try anything like that, if he's really just wanting to see his grandchildren, then whatever, the man can see his grandchildren.
I wonder how much of his grandchildren he wants to see. That's all I'm asking.
That's a good point. How much does he want to see of his grandchildren?
Alright, so do you know who won the Super Bowl and what the score was?
It wasn't the Patriots, but I can't remember the other team. So, no.
Do you know what the score was at all? Alright, it was the Giants and 21-17.
I don't see why.
Yeah.
Al Bunchen caught on camera making remarks about Patriot receivers not catching the ball during the last seconds of the Super Bowl.
And this was the player's husband or wife, right?
Yeah. Like she was like drunk and she was caught on camera in an elevator. She was being like she was like on a drunken rant about it. And like I was like, seriously, like.
If I remember right, she blamed all the team except her husband.
Yeah,
right?
because she's like, my husband can't throw the ball, catch it, and then get in the end zone. Like, nobody's expecting him to do that. Somebody didn't catch a pass.
Crazy wife.
She was crazy.
Yeah.
And then the Dow closes above 13,000 for the first time since the 2008 crash.
I don't know much about economics and the Dow and all that fancy stock market stuff.
Well, I think it's a good sign that our economy is coming back, even though recently the stocks have gone down again. At least it's back to where it was a little bit before the crash.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It'll be nice to see things turn around.
Yeah, so maybe things won't be as expensive, but they're still way too expensive as it is.
Alright, Nicki Minaj performed at what NBA game?
Was it a Pacers or Shadows? Then I have no idea. Then
That sucks. The answer is an All-Star game.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you were wrong.